The NBA's collective bargaining agreement, CBA, governs various aspects of player contracts, revenue sharing, league operations, and labor relations, shaping the financial and competitive landscape of the league. George Gervin, also known as the Iceman, is widely considered one of the greatest basketball players of all time. His smooth scoring ability and unmatched athleticism made him a force to be reckoned with on the court. Throughout his illustrious career, Gervin faced off against some of the best players in the NBA, creating intense rivalries that captivated fans all over the world. In this video, we will take a trip down memory lane and revisit some of George Gervin's greatest rivalries in the NBA. Rivalry number 1, Julius Erving. One of the most iconic rivalries in NBA history was between George Gervin and Julius Erving, also known as Dr. J. Both players were known for their scoring prowess and graceful playing styles, making their matchups must-watch events for basketball fans. The battles between Gervin's smooth finger roll and Erving's acrobatic dunks always kept fans on the edge of their seats. Rivalry number 2, Larry Bird. Another fierce rival of George Gervin was Larry Bird, a sharpshooting forward known for his competitive spirit and clutch performances. Gervin and Bird faced off multiple times throughout their careers, with each player trying to outwit the other with their scoring abilities. Their matchups were always intense and often came down to the final moments, creating some of the most memorable moments in NBA history. Rivalry number 3, Magic Johnson. George Gervin also had a heated rivalry with Magic Johnson, a dynamic point guard known for his flashy passing and court vision. Gervin's scoring ability put him in direct competition with Johnson, who was always looking to set up his teammates for easy baskets. The battles between Gervin and Johnson showcased the contrast in their playing styles, with both players pushing each other to their limits in order to come out on top. Rivalry number 4, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. One of the toughest challenges George Gervin faced was going up against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a dominant center known for his unstoppable skyhook shot. Gervin's finesse and agility were put to the test against Abdul-Jabbar's size and strength, creating a matchup that was always a sight to see. The battles between Gervin and Abdul-Jabbar showcased the diversity of skills in the NBA and tested both players' abilities to adapt and overcome their opponents. Rivalry number 5, Clyde Drexler. George Gervin's rivalry with Clyde Drexler was another highlight of his career, as both players were known for their high-flying dunks and smooth finishes around the rim. Gervin and Drexler's matchups were always filled with excitement and energy, with both players pushing each other to perform at their best. The battles between Gervin and Drexler showcased the athleticism and skill of both players, creating a spectacle for fans to enjoy. In conclusion, George Gervin's career was filled with intense rivalries that showcased his talent and competitiveness on the basketball court. From his battles with Julius Erving to his matchups with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Clyde Drexler, Gervin always gave his all and left a lasting impact on the NBA. As we look back on his greatest rivalries, we remember the passion and excitement that George Gervin brought to the game of basketball and the legacy he has left behind for future generations to admire.